Well, we've been telling you about Democrats' plan to expand the IRS with nearly 90,000 new agents.
What could possibly go wrong? Well, now one of those federal job postings is raising eyebrows. According to the IRS website itself, if you're looking for a job, you would read this one and it would say that new special agents must be able to legally carry a firearm, and if necessary, you've got to be willing to use deadly force.
I gathered up all of my tax return filings from several previous years and a paper bag stuffed with receipts to help bolster my case. I drove to the IRS office downtown. I was panicking, holding back tears. Before I went in there, I put on my best poker face. I had an appointment and went to the auditor's office, shook hands, introductions, and in front of the IRS auditor, now I am seated. He pulled out a rather voluminous file and said,
"Let's start with all your deduction."
And a part of me felt like confessing,
"You got me, I cheated."
Nothing is as scary as the IRS. They'll torture you with paperwork and force you to confess. They can freeze all of your assets and then leave you penniless. Nothing is as scary as the IRS. He was leafing through all of my paperwork. His glasses were riding his nose. He said,
"Last year you took a deduction for breast augmentation?"
I said,
"Yes, sir. My ex-wife's a stripper and couldn't do business without both of those."
He said,
"Wrote off several bar tabs as a charitable donation?"
I said,
"Yes, sir. I often take homeless men drinking. They're grateful and gentle as rabbits."
He said,
"You're claiming a trip to a brothel as a business expense?"
I said,
"Yes, sir. I often must entertain clients with very unscrupulous habits."
It was clear at that moment that I would need legal defense. Nothing is as scary as the IRS. They'll torture you with paperwork and force you to confess. They can freeze all of your assets and then leave you penniless. Nothing is as scary as the IRS. Now I can hear all of you suckers up there on your high horses saying, "The law is the law, you should heed it." The law is the law, you should heed it. Well, the Bible is 1,200 pages in length, and the tax code is 70,000, and you didn't read it. 70,000 pages long, and you know that you didn't read it. The government's wasted so much of our money, then borrows the rest and just raises the debt limit ceiling. Borrows or prints it and raises the ceiling. Hey, I don't mind paying for soldiers or interstate highways, but all the rest of it constitutes stealing. They're stealing. The auditor glared at me with furrowed brow. He said,
"Your bookkeeping is unconventional."
I said,
"If monies are owed and back taxes, I'm happy we caught it."
He said,
"Sir, I believe we have evidence here. Your mistakes weren't mistakes. They're intentional. We'll pursue an indictment for fraud as you failed this audit."
I asked,
"Are you proposing to send me to prison for how long? You mean like a day or two?"
He
The
said,
charges we bring will inform what the penalty max is.
I begged.
"I'll never make it in federal prison. You can't order takeout or pay-per-view."
He said,
You should have thought of that before you cheated on taxes.
Nothing is as scary as the IRS. They'll torture you with paperwork and force you to confess. More scary than Jeff Dahmer or that creature in Loch Ness. More scary than a fat man in an undersized flowery dress. More scary than a time bomb mailed to your home address. They can freeze all of your assets and then leave you penniless. Nothing is as scary as the IRS.